Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. New subscribers, existing subscribers, friends of this channel. You're always welcome here. I'm here with my friends, Freddie the Teddy and Patrick the Bear. And this is your card of the day. Right, so we're using the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck by Radley Valentine, and these images are done by Dan Craig, who's an illustrator. Last Sunday we pulled Card of the Week. I do that every Sunday, and it's number 21, which is the World card. It's the World card in traditional tarot, in the Angel Tarot. Radley Valentine keeps this card true to tradition. Some of the other names have been updated. All right. My isms today, one is a prayer, thanking God. You can thank the universe, you can thank Creator, you can thank Source Energy. God is everything to me, and it's in everything, and it can be anything and everything to you. It's a word that describes all of creation. And I'm giving thanks for this energy, the Creator, for entering and being where it's always been, lifting, inspiring, lightening, and giving me the opportunity and the grace to go forward and pass along this all to you. And then my ism, launch thoughts of desire and make that a vibrational frequency. Launch thoughts of desire, it is a vibrational frequency. Thoughts of lack, thoughts of debauchery, thoughts of failure, thoughts of fear, thoughts of all these things that we think will be devastating, catastrophic, are also vibrational frequencies that we should not be aligning ourselves to. Anyway, let's get on with it. Father in the sky, Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors from all four corners, intergalactic beings, I welcome you to this space, and I give thanks to be your messenger. Bring me a message that will enlighten and inspire and heal everyone out there. Thank you for bringing me clarity. Thank you for bringing me hope. Thank you for bringing me wisdom, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your messenger. So be it, and so shall it be. There we go. There we are. Well, look at that, the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful card. To me, she's like Mother Mary. Comes forward with this idea that it's time to meditate. Here we see our High Priestess sitting on her throne with her wings just tucked in. She's holding on to an apple, and she has water, a flow, just flowing down from her feet out into the floor. And then the message that Radley has put with his High Priestess is meditate, turn inward, discover your soul's true nature, and, well, actually this says true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. This is so interesting today. Now I get the reason why the World card showed up on Sunday, and Archangel Michael is here all week saying to all of us, you have completed the task. You've graduated from whatever it is you were working on. It's now time to work on something else. And each day the cards have shown up saying, go inward, get grounded, be with yourself, contemplate your next moves. And indeed, there have been in my own life some interesting twists and turns, ebbs and flows that have had me pushed and pulled. And for quite a while, few days, I myself have been in that meditative mood, asking what's next, what should I do, where should I go. I like the High Priestess because she does represent, to me, the feminine energy of psychic development. I think that it is all about the softness. She's the second card, number 2 this would be, in the major arcana, and she comes with the Archangel Haniel, And it's so interesting that we should be on a full moon. And Haniel is the archangel of the moon. She's here to develop our psychic intuitive gifts, which is why she shows up as a high priestess. On a full moon, you can find that the energy is slightly different, and no coincidence or God incident that I've got launched thoughts of desire. It's a vibrational frequency. So this is the time that you meditate on what it is you want to have happen. I'm going to add to this, when you're sending off, in according to Esther Hicks through Abraham, rockets of desire, rockets of what you want, get in touch with the feeling that goes with it. What's it going to feel like when it manifests? Because it will. That's what matches you up with it coming. If you are in this field of fear, I call it a field of fear because all fields of fear in my mind get mowed down. You take your combine harvester, you take your lawn boy, you take your mower, and you mow down those fears. Mulch it. Send the fears somewhere else. And let that all be transformed into love, into light, into strength, into wisdom, into whatever you want it to be. This is what the high priestess comes and says to you. We can fill our minds and our hearts and our souls with fear, and that fear will manifest into real reality if we don't get in front of it. So when the ego starts doing its dance and starts playing the same old scratchy music that, whatever you want to call it, lack, don't have it, can't do it, fear, anxiety, worry, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. They're the fear mongers. And there's fear mongers in the spirit world. They want to dance with you just as much as the light workers. Because in this physical world, we get to play with both sides of it. In the spiritual world, it's a bit different. But in this physical world, we have to deal with both sides. But then there's the power of choosing it. So when I say, thank you, God, thank you, universe, thank you, source, thank you, energy, for entering where you've already been, where you already abide. Or I might listen to something Marianne Williamson says. Or I might buy into something that Esther Hicks says. Or I might go into a Kyle Gray meditation. Or one of Radley's chapters of his books. Or Colette Baron Reid, another wonderful teacher of mine. There's so many of them. Denise Lynn is another one that I study with. All these great authors, light workers, spiritual teachers are here to give us what we need, to buy into what we're looking to achieve. And so Archangel Haniel today, especially with the full moon, is known for her ability to access divine gifts, the ones that you came here with that you've got. So she's opening her book right here. And I like to call this the book of knowledge, the book of inner learning, the book of wisdom. But it takes us to go to those deeper levels of understanding, the deeper levels of grounding to get to it. It's a little bit like we have to take it all the way back to the essence of who we are. Draw back the doubts, draw back the fears, and breathe. Jay Shetty has a book called Think Like a Monk. It's a really lovely book. I preferred to get it on audio. In it, there's a set of meditations for folks who have a difficulty quieting the mind, getting the mind to be quiet. Well, I've meditated now probably since 2010 regularly, and my mind will still wander off down other places. I don't stay in that Zen spot, but I do it on a regular basis, sometimes twice, 3 times a day. My goal is to stay in that space, to remain in that space of joy and peace and harmony. And when things come along that create a ripple, that create an undertow, that create a little reminder that, whoa, this is not feeling good, I'm Go back into that meditative state. So there are a lot of cards in the tarot decks that ask us to get busy. But when the High Priestess comes along, she just wants us all to sit down, take her hand if you want. Think of Haniel and a beautiful soft blue light of the moon. Contemplate, meditate, go inward, reflect. What do you really want? The Dreamer is the card that is in front. The Dreamer is the card that's two before this. The Magician is the next one that comes. So now that you're on a journey and you've got the Magician here in this part of the journey, she's saying, okay, let's work on your goals, your dreams and your wishes. This is a card of intuition and psychic gifts, of clarity that comes from inner searching and communication. You with the divine, you with God, you with the love of Mother Mary, you listening to this, and thank you for doing that. And I think that's really part of what I was getting to when I put this channel together. I was getting hope and harmony, peace and tranquility from these cards. There were other cards I was using, and that was lifting me up. That was sending me away from those feelings of, what in the world? I'm grateful that I came into this world, into this lifetime, with those skills, those skill sets. And I'm even more grateful now that I get to use them. And I'm going to continue to use them. I think today is a perfect day for me personally to contemplate, where do I want all this to go? How do I want all this to get going? That's what I want to say. I'm listening, see if there's any more messages. They're saying, no, you got it. I'm also trying to think of, all week long I've been telling you all to get somewhere where there's an element. Earth, air, fire, water. Those are the elements. You can also choose metal. Metal is another element that many of the metaphysicians use. Excuse me. That could be holding on to precious metal. A piece of gold, a piece of silver. Something that allows you to focus on you. Focus on where you are. You know, I've got, as you've seen in some of these crystals, spheres. And sometimes I'll put the crystals in my pocket. And then I'll think of the ground, the earth, the love of the earth, this planet. And these crystals, how long they've been underneath the ground, covered up in earth, growing, making gorgeous, gorgeous stones, being compacted for hundreds and thousands of years, only to become something that we use to ground us back to where they came from. Anyway, I digress. I'm going on and on and on. So, meditate today. Get out in the full moon. Look at it. Study it. Breathe. Until tomorrow, I love you. Thanks so much for being here with me. Bye for now.